it's my privilege and honor to announce to you today that the person who is stepping into the role as financial administrator as our church, her name is Maya DeBuono. Now, I'm really sad for Maya today because she couldn't be here. She's in Italy. So I'm really sad for her. So, and I don't know if you guys are watching in Italy, Maya and Alex and AJ and Sylvia and the family and the crew, wherever you are in Italy, I think you might be watching, even though you're 5 or 6 hours ahead of us. We love you. It's good to have you join with us online. But they are finishing up their 2-week stint in Italy. They've done a life trip to Italy that Alex has never been there before, so he's gone back to see family and all of these different things, and they've had a great time. But we get to announce today that Maya is stepping into that role as our financial administrator. But what's unique about that is that about 3 years ago, Maya started working with us in our office on kind of a part-time basis. We hired her for the summer through the Canada Summer Jobs Program, and she just loved being part of our staff team and working with us throughout those 3 or 4 months. And when we finished, I had a conversation with Maya, and Maya said, you know, Pastor, I feel like God's calling me into some ministry opportunities. And we didn't know exactly what that meant back then. But as we began to do that, I said, well, Maya, here's the thing. If you really feel God's called you to do that, if you'd sacrifice a little bit, and I know you and Alex have a business that you run full-time on your own, that the two of you run, but if you'd give us 1 day a week in the church office, we'll see where it goes. And she came back to me the very next week and she said, I'm in, I'm coming back, I'll start next Wednesday. And she came in every Wednesday since then. She has come into our church office. But without me asking her to, she felt God prompt her to start to take seminary courses through our seminary. And so for the last 3 years, she's been taking seminary courses. So she is about halfway through the requirements that she needs for her to be credentialed with our denomination. And so as we began to work through all of these different details, and I knew Rhonda was stepping away from her role, and Maya was kind of there, and I knew that she had done a lot of the financing things. She has some skills in accounting. I said, you know, Maya, could we have a conversation? We walked through that, and in the process of that, as we began to journey through that and have conversations with Maya, she began to share with me her heart that what God had put in her heart. And so she felt called to ministry to a degree, and I said, okay, well, what's this going to look like? And so I'm also here to announce to you today that not only is Maya joining us as our financial administrator, I'm announcing today publicly that she is joining our pastoral team on a 1/3 time basis, and we're rolling both of those roles together. It's not going to cost the church any extra finances right at the moment, but I am excited to say that Maya DeBuono is the newest member of our pastoral team. And if you do not know who Maya is, I think we have a picture. We can put it on the screen. That's Maya. And if you've not met her before, she's awesome. If you've never seen her, you'll see her in the lobby almost every Sunday, connecting with people, making them feel welcome, saying hi, making sure if you're a first-time guest that you get the gifts we have for you and get plugged in and get connected. And we are very excited to announce that, because as we have watched Maya grow, I need to share something with you that, you know, down the road she'll share some of her story. But when she was a late teenager, she got saved and had a relationship with Jesus, and she became part of our church family in her early 20s. And then she became a youth leader. She began to work in a whole bunch of different areas in our church and serve. And she just said to me one day years ago, before we hired her as a summer staff, she said, Pastor, the church, Jesus changed my life, and then the church helped that life become new. And she said, I want to do that for everyone who walks through our doors. And she said, that's what I want. That's my life's mission. And so she is going to be joining us on a 1/3 time basis. She'll spend 2 days a week in our office, 1 day doing the financial administration of our church, and 1 day doing being our hosting connections pastor. So when you see Maya here next Sunday, make sure you give her a big hug, say a great big word of congratulations to her. We are excited. And as she moves forward and completes her schooling, she'll be able to be credentialed with our fellowship, our denomination, and we'll step into what God has for the future. Isn't it good when God raises people up, leaders? Isn't that a good thing? And so we're very excited for that role. And when you see her as she comes back from Italy, although she might be sad that she's back in this weather and not that weather, make sure you make her feel really welcome to be back here and home with us. I know, and I hope they're watching. I think they told me they were going to be watching. So if you guys are watching, big shout out to you. Big hugs. We love you. We look forward to celebrating with you in person. They knew we were going to make this announcement today, and Maya actually said, oh, good. Please do it while I'm away, because then when I cry, no one will see me. So she was excited for us to make the announcement while she was away, so it won't be so emotional for her. So we're excited to bring Maya on our pastoral team and work in that regard.